What is happening? Welcome to another pitcher video breakdown. Today we're going to talk about Emerson Hancock. And by the way, if you were on playback.tv last night / Pitcher List, you would have seen us do a watch party. We watched this game live as a community. It was so much fun. You have gotten genuine reactions on the fly about Hancock, about Darvish. We watched some Bobby Miller. We watched some Shohei Ohtani. 100% free. So go to the link in the description, playback.tv / Pitcher List. I do those watch parties all the time. I also stream in the morning. You got to be there. It's free. We're just, instead of just watching the game on your own, watch it with us. It's way more fun. But we're going to talk about Emerson Hancock, and we're going to do a quick one. This is the third inning. And to give you an idea, he's stepping in for Brian Wu for the Mariners, where he throws sinkers a lot. There are a lot of horizontal movement. He's more east-west with it. That is, he's going inside, going outside to both righties and lefties. And then he has a cutter that is really his go-to secondary pitch, and then a changeup that was graded really highly as his best pitch before the start, but looks like the cutter is becoming the more of the asset for him. But that changeup, I think, should be something we see more often, and we're going to talk about that, let me tell you, moving forward. But for right now, let's watch this one here. So, first pitch out of the gate there is in the third inning, is a lovely cutter, and you can see right there, okay, cool. I want to hit a fastball, and he didn't get one, so to Trent Grisham, I'm going to throw another one. Oh, no, it's another fastball, and you can kind of see that Grisham's kind of getting messed up here, right? Like, that was a pitch that he would have wanted to hit in the first pitch of the at-bat, but then he doesn't swing at this one. This is high and ready to go. So now you see him just adjusting, right? So he's going for the fastball in the first pitch, cutter for the second one, which likely means he goes back to the cutter here, which means I would probably go another fastball inside. That's how I would approach this sequencing-wise. So he does, and I love that, and they try and go for it. Now you probably go a changeup away because that's your best pitch, right? You throw another fastball, and I hate this. This is a giant mistake. Fastballs away and middle, to me, are one of the worst. I mean, say for down the middle is one of the worst places you can put a fastball in a two-strike count. Because especially a sinker that is a strike the entire time, they're sticking with that. And oftentimes you'll see really good hitters. I mean, most of the good ones, especially slap guys, that is a single to left and not a double down the line. More times than not. So to see Grisham foul this off kind of does say, like, hey, he's not looking for this. Because a lot of guys will do something. Like, be like, Nick, it's on the edge. No. That's just a little push out with your elbow. It's harder to do it here and here, but this is flat. This is a lot easier to do that. So let's see what we get here. And he plays a changeup off of that, and I really dig that pitch. That's fantastic. After seeing that fastball middle low and kind of, or middle away, Grisham's thinking, oh man, I think that the fastball is really the thing I have to focus on right now. Looks just like it. Changeup that finishes off the zone. He's committed to it. And yeah, you get the wonderful play by Hancock to get the out. I mean, that's just great stuff. Love to see that all the way around. So now we get Kim again. And if you remember, Kim like stole everything earlier on. Like he stole all the bases. And when he got on, now it gets to 0-2 because I believe there was a pitch violation on Kim. So his first pitch again, just a review here, really is a fastball 93. And at 0-2, he goes back to a fastball. And I don't know if I really like this, especially away. I mean, he's trying to get it up and away. Maybe there is a book on Kim, but you can kind of see how he followed that all the way through. Like, he was on it, you know? That body language of Kim. Like, watch this one more time of just, I'm going to try and go as slow as I can here. Look at Kim, and look at him lean out and be like, no. Right? He's following that. He's like, I don't want this. It's not the pitch I want. No, I'm good. Right? His body is actually pushed away instead of staying here. That means he's looking away. So you can probably do is you can probably surprise him with a sinker inside at this point. You can probably, honestly, my favorite pitch call right here, because I love Hancock's changeup, would be a righty on righty changeup down here, and he would just be dead to rights, I think, and swing over it. We'll see what we get. 1-2. Are they going to go back to the well here? You're going to try it again. And that leaks back over the plate, right? And there's your base hit. So I generally hate sinkers away to righties in two-strike counts. So you have to nail it or it makes a mistake like this. And even though this is down, and you get a ground ball, it gives an opportunity for Kim to get that single. And what do you know? He finds the hole, right? So not cool. All right, so now this is a really fun at-bat. And I want to take a moment. This is an unreal at-bat. If you want to talk about sequencing, this is insane. So Tatis is up. First inning, strike 3 call was a sinker that landed just inside off the zone. It was the worst swing you ever see with Tatis. He thought it was going to be a strike, and he gave this weak swing, and it was terrible. So Hancock knows this. Tatis knows this. First pitch is going to be that sinker, and Tatis is like, I'm not going to get beat on this. I'm going to chase it, and I'm going to hit it, and he couldn't do it. So what do? I mean, you go back to the well, right? That's twice now you've beat Tatis on this pitch inside. I get that. And beautiful. Once again, Tatis shows I can't do it. So I get it. You want to go back to this a third time because, like, that's insane, right? But you throw a changeup. I love this call. This is an amazing pitch call because Tatis is so in tune with that sinker inside that he's absolutely going to swing over this. He's going to chase this pitch out of the zone. The problem with it is that it was inside and not low enough. And if this is higher up, actually, this may work. But what happens here is that the pitch looks like that sinker again, and he's committed, and he's able to make the small adjustment because this is still very attainable to hit. Not well hit by Tatis, right? This is still like not great bouncer down the left field line, everything like that foul. If this is down here, this is strike 3, right? Because he's absolutely committed on this. He's so in on the sinker. He is swinging over it if it's down, but because it's up here, give him a chance. So that tells me you throw another one, right? You throw another changeup because you just throw a better one. But they go back to the sinker. And this is so far inside, but Tatis fouls it off, right? And if he's swinging at this, like, how do you do that? You don't. That pretty much tells me, okay, Tatis, you are in on the sinker. You do not throw another sinker there. What does Hancock do? Throws his cutter away. I get that. I very much understand that. I would want the changeup. And honestly, this is a pitch where you could maybe even do a backdoor sinker at this point because he's so in tune with inside that a cutter away is not going to be as tempting as it normally is because you're pinning it so much inside that I think, like, if you start this away and it stays off, I don't think Tatis is going to chase. He's going to let the sinker come back to the outside corner at this point because he's so primed for this. He might not even know what is the outside corner at this point, right? So throwing an away cutter doesn't actually lean into the batter expecting it to come back. So I don't know if I love that call. I would like it as a called strike 3 down or maybe just down under the zone. But now at 1-2, I'd say changeup because, again, Tatis is primed for that inside sinker. And he throws another one and he misses it. Tatis kind of knows that's not a strike anymore, right? He's seen that so many times. I know this. Okay. You don't try it again. Like, you got to go with something else here. No, they go back with the sinker again. And he fouls it. And not just fouls it, he fouls it straight back. This is a changeup count, guys. This is unbelievably changeup, because you see the timing of Tatis. You see that he's on the sinker. You have to make him think that this is a sinker in the zone. You have to, and then take it out of the zone. You're not going to be able to throw a sinker that is inside half, that is then going to in off the plate. Tatis has seen that like 10 times now. And you want to go the high heater? He's going to be primed for that. He fouls it straight back. You got to go a changeup. No, another sinker inside. No. What are you doing? Fouls it off. Of course he fouls it off. Change up. Oh, okay. Throws the changeups in the dirt. Ah, dang it. All right. Good idea. 3-2 now. Throw another changeup. Good. Oh, finally. All right. We finally get in. What do you know? You get the out. Right? I remember last night watching this. I was yelling for a changeup for like 4 or 5 pitches. And to see that I love the fact that Hancock finally went to it, bounced it, and then executed a decent one. This isn't even a good one to Tatis. Right? This is like, up enough that he's able to make contact with it. He's so far committed, thinking this might be a fastball or something. Like, look at this. This is horrible, whatever. Of course he doesn't get good contact on it. But, like, man, if he just threw this one, if he was able to execute one of these over here, he threw 3 changeups, finally got one that was decent enough, I guess. It was so frustrating, especially considering that is considered Hancock's best pitch. All right, so now we get Soto, and I like that, trying to do front hip sinker. I get that. It's 1-0. Do you go back to it? No, you throw a cutter. Okay, that's really nice. It lands right in the zone. Soto thinks it's going to be a ball. Takes it. Okay, 1-1. I would play that again. Oh, it goes with a changeup. I don't hate the changeup call. I think Hancock's changeup to lefties is fantastic. He's missing it a little bit too much right now. I think he's like, 1 for his last 4 or something like that? I wouldn't even argue that any of them are good. Oh, that's beautiful. Right? So now this is really nice because you're playing with the cutter coming inside. You're playing with the changeup going down as well. and the sinker inside as well. So like you have 3 different things that Soto has no idea when it starts inside where it's going to go. And to see him swing on this, it does mean that he thinks it's a fastball, because if it's a changeup or the slider, it's out of the zone, and he won't be swinging at it. But you get the swing and you get the out because Soto thinks he's gonna hit that and it's not. And that's really Hancock, right? I love the fact that he is commanding that. Like I actually feel as if he's sequencing and battling the batter and not himself, which is not common for MLB debuts. A lot of times in MLB debuts, it's just like, oh, I'm just gonna throw what I can over the zone and stuff. So Hancock to me is that kind of Toby guy that is going to be able to get outs. Not a ton of strikeouts, but because it is going to go through a lot of those sinkers. But the cutter's good. The changeup needs a little more refinement. I think we'll see that in future starts. But yeah, this is good for the Mariners. I'm really excited to see more Hancock. And of course, let me know in the comments who you want me to cover next. I know I've done a lot of the Mariners pitchers, but they've been really interesting this year. But let me know in the comments below who you want me to focus on moving forward. But that is it. So my name is Nick Pollack, and may your BABIPs be low and your strikeouts high.